I want to talk about procrastination and self-sabotaging behavior in this video. The more mentoring I do, the more I see that and see the consequences of that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that and give you a couple examples of how it can affect you. One of the reasons that people procrastinate is they feel they're not prepared, they don't think they're ready to make the call, write a letter, whatever it is, so they put that off. Self-sabotaging behavior oftentimes is related to, if I do something that doesn't make this happen, then I won't have to face the fact that I'm afraid of the consequences of succeeding. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of people are truly afraid of success. It's outside their comfort zone. They may not think they're entitled to it. So if you haven't, go back and read, or read for the first time, Release Your Brakes by James Newman. That will help an awful lot to understand comfort zone, how to get out of your comfort zone, how to expand your comfort zone. So let's take a look at a couple of consequences of procrastination and self-sabotaging behavior. And often the two can be hand in hand. So one of the requirements for group coaching that I do is that you submit a weekly report 5 p.m. the day before the call. One-page report, pretty simple. You don't have to wait until the day before. You can submit it earlier than that and give yourself some cushion. But there are a lot of people who consistently end up 4:50, 4:55, 4:58, 5 o'clock. I've had 5 o'clocks. 5:01, you are asked, and you do, leave group coaching. You get no refunds. Call it a stupid tax, if you will. But when I see that pattern over and over again, I say to the person, it is a matter of time until you miss that 5 o'clock. Maybe you'll have a computer glitch. Maybe you'll have a power outage. Maybe you'll have stuck in traffic. All of those things. Maybe you'll get preoccupied with something else. So why put yourself in that position? Why not address the thing that you have to do when you should do it, and give yourself some prep time if things don't go well in that process of completing it. I remember a mentee who has been successful, but he learned a valuable lesson. He ended up talking to a potential seller that said, I'm interested, call me on this date. He forgot about that date. In this case, I don't think that it was self-sabotaging behavior. I think that he just didn't have a system in place to track those things as well as he needed to. So he missed that date. Weeks went by. He remembered, oh yeah, I never heard from that woman. So he called her and he said, I wanted to give you a buzz. Yeah, I was wondering when I was going to hear from you, she said. So he started to talk about the acquisition again. And she said, well, since you talked, you really opened my eyes to this opportunity. And I've gone ahead and I've acquired 3 companies, or 2 companies, and the next one I plan to acquire next week. That was a significant emotional event for him. He had a potential acquisition that slipped away, lost the opportunity because of the procrastination of not calling, not contacting when they said the meeting was going to be the next time. So I would encourage you to remember that, to think about, what am I putting off that I should do today, and why am I putting it off? And again, if you read Release Your Brakes, you'll get some insights on that. Things like a daily planner, things like the Ivy Lee method, all of those things can help you lay out what has to be done, put a time next to them. Things like a planner, you can go out in time, you'll turn the page in the planner, and you'll see, oh yeah, today I'm supposed to do that. So it's a really powerful tool. So use the tools that help you forget that you have to do something. That tool will remind you of that. But more importantly, in addition to that, think about, what am I procrastinating on? How do I take action now? And take a look into whether you think self-sabotaging behavior is part of that you may be afraid of success, you may not think you're prepared to do this, etc., etc. If you conquer those things, and you remember procrastination is the thief of time, you wouldn't let someone put their hand in your pocket and take your money, but that's thievery of time, which I think is more important. If you pay attention to those things, your results will almost certainly be better.